Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I apologise for that. I've been doing my own thing. I've been doing some acting, I've been doing some filming, but most of all I've been trying to look after my mental health, and I think that's something very important, especially on World Mental Health Day. So happy World Mental Health Day. My question to you is, are you happy? If the answer is yes, then amazing. You've done very well this World Mental Health Day. If the answer is no, then I'd like you to just think about that a little bit and the reason why. And maybe it's because of the place that you're in now, not feeling like you are where you want to be. Maybe it's because of past experiences that seem to haunt you and you can never drop them, which you can. You're just potentially a little bit stuck in something, or maybe it's shame or things that are completely uncontrollable that have happened to you. That you now live with and carry with you. Regardless of what this thing is, the way that I got better is by picking this apart, and I'd like for you to do the same. So I went from a place of being suicidal to now wanting to be alive, and I would say that is a huge change that not everybody can achieve, because unfortunately some people go through with their suicidal tendencies. But it's a change that everybody can make, and it's up to you and your mindset on how to figure that out. The things that I found that worked for me the best are, first and foremost, talking. And this is something that I will always encourage you to do. Talk about how you feel. Talk about yourself with loved ones and with family and with friends, and if need be with a counsellor, if need be with Samaritans or any other hotline or anything like that. If you ever get to a point where you feel like everything is too much and you just want to flick the off switch, don't act impulsively. Think about what your next steps can be, and maybe you don't want to, but I would always encourage you to do so. I always say that a problem shared is a problem halved, and I will always believe that. When I was in drama school, we had a lesson called Circle. And I would say a lot of the reason why I feel better about myself is because of that lesson. Now, all that lesson was we were in a circle. There was, say, 50 of us students. We'd go in, we'd talk about how we felt if we wanted to. There was no pressure to talk. Everybody in the circle had an opportunity to talk, and if they don't want to, they could just pass it on to the next person and then talk next week or the week after that, etc., etc. But I took my opportunity to talk because it scared me the most. And it was the most revealing thing that I could possibly do. So I went into drama school, and once a week I did Circle, and I would talk about how I felt. And every single week that I was there, I would cry my eyes out, and I would look all the other students in the eyes whilst crying my eyes out. And I would show them some of the pain that I had been holding for so long. And with every time that I did that, I felt a weight lifted off my shoulder. And it felt so good. It felt so good not to be, a wimp or to feel shameful because I was crying and showing how I truly felt. It felt really fulfilling, and actually quite, it was some of my proudest moments in my life, because I took a chance and I took the scarier option. And I want you to do the same. If you're holding anything close to your chest that is eating away at you, talk to someone before you've been sat with this feeling for weeks, for months, and you're sitting with it and it's no longer doing you any good. Yes, you're allowed feelings to come and to go, but they need to go at the end of it. You can't live with something that is causing you emotional harm forever. That's not how it should be. My second point would be to push yourself, because I think as human beings, we know what our morals are. We know, in some senses, what our goals are, and maybe that might not be crystal clear, but I think potentially we know, if we were to get older, what we would want the sort of outcome of later life to be, and where we would want to get to. I think a lot of the time, it's so easy to work a 9-to-5 job and to do things that we don't want to do, knowing that it's giving us financial gain in the short term, which is helping us live our lives and just be a part of society, than choosing the hard route where you have no idea where you're going to end up. and you don't know what your next step is going to be. Sometimes, or what I've found for myself, is actually choosing that route that is the unknown. The fear of the unknown has led to better outcomes than me choosing the comfortable life. My biggest sort of point in correlation to that would be, what is worth more, short-term happiness or long-term happiness? Because a lot of the time, actually, short-term happiness will lead you to something that will make you smile in the short term. It will make you feel more comfortable. There won't be as much pressure. But in the long term, it wears away at you because it's not what you want to do, and you feel like there's more to life and more that you can enjoy and live and actually enjoy living with, rather than taking the short-term loss and it inevitably leading to your long-term gain. Pressure makes diamonds. You will never find out what you're made of if you don't take risks. And I really, really believe that. And you know, this isn't me saying quit your job and do something crazy and try something completely new. That's not what I'm talking about. It's if there is something that is an underlying passion that you know that you love and you deeply care about, and you feel like with time it can not only give you financial gain, but it can bring you happiness and the little things in life that you've always wanted to experience. If you feel like you can choose a job, or not even a job, a passion that is there that you're holding away from, take the leap and see where you end up, because you never know. You know, you might make that choice and go into that new job or new hobby, and it leads to something else, and that it ends up being a complete change in your life, and it ends up making you happier. But you have to go through that fear at the start to be able to get there. You know, that's how I ended up on YouTube. It's taking a leap and being fearful and actually putting out a video that completely scared the life out of me, but thankfully I feel like it made an impact on someone's life. It's the same with my film company, it's the same with acting. It's all these things that are so scary to me, but I know underlying they make me feel like I can make a difference to people's lives. Trying to think in terms of my morality and actually what I want to do, what are my end goals. So I would really, really encourage that. And finally, take it easy on yourself. Every experience is not a good experience nor a bad experience, it's a learning experience. And if you can see it as that, there's always a positive light at the end of the tunnel. No matter what you're going through, however good or bad it's making you feel, if you can learn something from it and take something away from it, so that if that same situation or a similar situation is to occur again, you're then prepared for it. That original experience wasn't a negative one, it was a learning one. And because of that, each time these things happen, whether that be, BPD related or just mental health related or anything, you can take something positive from it and learn from it and work and get better and go towards that moral compass that you know that you have. If you're sitting in a place and you keep on doing all the same things, all the same mistakes that you've already made, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. I think that's the right way of saying it. If you don't learn from it, then you're going in circles and you'll never progress. And that's not what we want. That's not what I want. I want progression. I want to get better, or I want to feel like I'm getting better. Sometimes it's not even necessarily about the position you're in that is changing. Sometimes it's just about mentality. Getting control of that voice in your head and saying, no, I don't need to listen to that. Or yes, I should listen to that because that's something good. I've said it many times before, but I feel like I have a little angel and devil on my shoulder. And sometimes it's so easy to listen to the devil and to go in a downward spiral and to keep on listening to them. But sometimes the harder choice is listening to the angel. But actually that should be the easier choice. It's just maybe some sort of self-punishment that you're going through, and maybe you feel like you deserve it. But no, that's not it. You don't deserve to feel awful. You don't deserve to feel depressed. Everybody should have the ability to feel happy, and I know that you do, because you've felt happiness at some time in your life. Every human in the world has at some point felt happiness in their life. So listen to that little angel on your shoulder and really make an active choice to listen to the angel on your shoulder. And when it's saying positive things about you, when you are saying positive things about yourself to yourself, with your little head voice, you listen to them. Not only listen to them, but you believe in them. And when it's saying, you can do this, you can get better, you listen to it. And then when your head voice starts changing to, you will get better, you can get better, you will get better, you won't stay in this place forever, you listen to it. And when your head voice says, I am better, I am happy, I am feeling fulfilled, I am worth something, when you start saying that and you believe it, it becomes true. That's how I've got to where I am now. The difference is in mindset, it's in believing and truly believing, and that's so hard to get to. But it all comes from and stems from this feeling of I can, I will, nothing's going to stop me. I can do anything I want to do. Because when you really believe it, it happens. I am a testament to that. I tried to kill myself 4 or 5 times. And look at me now. You can do exactly the same thing. I really, really believe that, and I want you to believe that. And maybe today is the day that you start. So start. Say it with me. I can do what I want to do. I will achieve what I want to achieve. I am motivated. I want to do better. I want to achieve my goals, and I will achieve my goals. If you believe you can achieve, believe it. The more that you believe, the better your life will become. The more that you are willing to be open and honest and embrace the fear, embrace the pressure. The more that you do that, the better of a human you will become, and you'll start unlocking things that you never knew were possible. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be the best version of yourself. So stop sitting with your misery. Stop sitting with your past. Stop sitting with all the things that you wish you could have done, and start doing them. Start making an active change in your life. You're in control of it. You're in control of your mind and your body and your soul, and whatever happens to you, you can do it. I believe in you, and it's okay to show who you really are. You've got this. Much love. I'll see you in the next.